And there we go. We are recording. Hey, Brian and Trudy, how are you?
Great. How are you, Ryan?
I'm great, man. I'm great. So I'm just living my best life in quarantine. You know how it is.
Oh yeah, I'll do all too well.
Well, hey, for everybody else, I've got Brian and Trudy Van Dyk here of True California Realty, and I am Ryan.Hoffman of Summit Funding. And we wanted to make a quick video and just kind of do a little video chat here with everybody and share a couple of questions that have come up both on my side as a lender and on Brian and Trudy's side as real estate agents. So let me kick off the first question. Brian or Trudy, or both of you, what are some of the reasons you're seeing that people are still buying and selling houses right now in the market we're in?
Well, Ryan, life's still going on, regardless of the virus. People still have to make decisions. I know in the beginning of this, real estate was not deemed an essential business. And thank goodness they did wake up and realize that it is essential. People do want to buy and sell homes. They have to buy and sell homes. Life doesn't just stop because we have this virus going on. So there are people who are going through divorces or having children or just need to get moved close to a family, maybe, say on the East Coast. And so we still have to be out there, and we are essential, and we do have to make this happen for people.
Or they have opportunities in other areas, so maybe they want to sell and move there, or they're moving here for a job, or it could be a new thing.
Gotcha. And I can imagine just buyers who want to just take advantage of good opportunities to buy still. Just feel like there's still some great opportunities right now.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely there are. Yeah, we've got some clients who've really able to take, especially first-time home buyers, people who are looking to maybe get their very first home. This is a great opportunity for them. Interest rates are super low. Even though it's more difficult than it normally was, it's still very possible. So we're learning ways to virtually make this happen for people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What are some of the questions or the issues that you're having even on a loan standpoint that I can answer for you?
I'll let you take. Well, I guess one of the main things is a lot of people are wondering about appraisals. How is an appraiser going to go in and take a look at a home or a home inspection? So what kind of issues are you seeing on that front?
Sure. So good question. A lot of people are really just want to be super careful about how they do it. So there is how people are doing appraisals and what the government guidelines are doing. So Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and FHA and VA, they've all made it a lot easier to do what's called a desk review, or basically not have to go into the house in order to appraise it. So thankfully, it's gotten a little easier on that side. On the other side, appraisers are just being a lot more considerate. So what I'm telling a lot of clients is if a appraiser is coming into your house, they don't have to touch anything. You can basically go around, and if they need something to be turned on, you do it, they don't touch it. They can, basically just have a mask on and do all that stuff while they're in there as well. And they're being very, very considerate. A lot of times you just can't get around the fact that we have to get an appraisal, but they are doing above and beyond what they can, or as much as possible, to be considerate of the situation a lot of our clients are in. So yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad.
And Ryan, how about just all the uncertainty about the economy and work furloughs? How is that impacting the mortgage process?
Sure. So there's a couple different angles from furloughs. One is mortgage payment furloughs. That one comes up a lot right now. So without going into too much detail, the main thing is read the fine print, because a lot of mortgage furloughs that are presented show you're skipping 3 payments, and all 3 payments and your current payment are due all in one chunk on month 4, and that's not very helpful. So if you don't have to get a furlough, don't do it. But if you're in a position where you need to, do what you got to do. That can affect your ability to purchase in the future. It can affect your ability to get a refinance done in the short term. So that's something to consider. When it comes to people who are furloughed from work, we can still get people pre-approved, so that way they can purchase right away as soon as they go back to work. But if they are currently on furlough, they can't close on a transaction while they're on furlough, because the likelihood of their income continuing is questionable at best. So that's something we always have to be cautious of. And they are now making, they've always done this, but being very careful to say, letting all clients know that we verify employment within 24 hours of the loan closing. So some people think, oh, I already got pre-approved. They're not going to check to make sure I still have a job. Like, no,
Surprise,
they still
surprise.
check.
Yeah. 24 hours before closing. Not a fun surprise, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. But I had a question for you guys. I know a little bit about where you guys specialize, but if you were to kind of say what are the kind of the favorite neighborhood you would like to highlight, or what are the areas where that you guys point out to clients that are looking for, let's say they're first-time buyers or they're young families looking for a good neighborhood to start out, where would you point them at? And I'm going to share my screen so I can jump around and show people.
Okay. Well, there are several great neighborhoods for first-time home buyers. We've recently had one in Antelope. Again, Antelope's got some pocket areas that are fantastic for first-time home buyers. But one of my favorites is in Roseville. And it's a little street called Cortina Circle. It's a little neighborhood in there. It's kind of like a private unit development, but yet they're not attached. So they're single-family homes, but considered more like a private unit development. So that keeps the price on them so affordable, and such a cute, safe neighborhood within walking distance to the theater, walking distance to restaurants. There's so much over there that you can just take a stroll with the baby and go out and get groceries if you want. So again, a very safe neighborhood, great price point for a first-time home buyer.
And the HOAs.
Yeah, very low HOAs.
Movie theater.
Yeah.
So this is the neighborhood she's talking about. This is the movie theater, which me and my family go here all the time. Got Target right around here. They got groceries. They got all kinds of stuff right there. Krispy Kreme and In-N-Out within walking distance. You sold me at that right there.
Another area that's nice for first-time home buyers, if you don't want brand new or in modern, there are some real nice older homes in Old Town Roseville. So we've recently sold one there as well, and that you can get in the upper 300s or low 400s. In Old Town Roseville, you get a bigger yard, so if you have children that want to play outside, you get a little bit more room, but the homes are older and may need a little bit of work.
Would it be about right here?
Sorry, trying to look at your map. It's more like off of Vernon. So that's, yeah, Ryan, a little farther south, maybe. Off the by the golf course there. So on the west. So you can kind of see the golf course over there. So it's that area.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, and there's a lot of other pockets here and there for first-time home buyers. So it really depends a lot on what their needs are and, and any special wants that they have.
And that kind of leads me to some of the questions. What are some of the needs and wants that clients should think about that they don't always, and they need a good agent like you guys to be able to help them figure out what they don't know that they don't know?
When we're working with a first-time home buyer, this is a step that a lot of agents skip, that I just find it so imperative that you do. And we just do a consultation with them, a buyer's consult. And by the time we're done with that, it takes sometimes an hour, but that is an hour that is so well spent, because when we're done, we know exactly what they're looking for, down to attached garage or detached garage, two-story or single-story, pool or no pool. And by the time we do this evaluation, we don't waste their time showing them homes that they're not going to like. So we really, it's designed to really drill down on their needs and their family. Do they have pets? Don't they have pets? Maybe in in-law quarters. Just everybody's situation is so different that if you skip that step, you end up doing it in the field. So I'm going to show you 10 houses and find out that none of those worked for you. But look how much time that we've wasted of yours doing that. So I think for first-time home buyers especially, it's important to sit down and take that hour just to do that consultation.
And definitely better to do it with a professional like you guys, as opposed to poking around on websites and not and just searching and not knowing exactly what you should or should not be looking for.
Right, you can waste a lot of time doing that. Yeah, absolutely. We know the neighborhoods. We know. We even know some of the sellers that want to sell their homes, but maybe it hasn't hit the market yet. So we approach them and, hey, it's a good match. Don't even have to go through all of that with the MLS and everything. That has happened in the past for us too, a couple of times, by doing this step with them. and then again, linking them up with some of our potential upcoming sellers, and they end up being a perfect match for each other, and match made in heaven, and they're done. So it's a good deal.
Yeah, I know, because I think we mentioned that there's no active listings in that first neighborhood we looked at, but you might have some potential sellers that are ready to go that are
Yes.
not,
Yeah,
a
we
normal
have
buyer
that.
wouldn't be able to find it unless they know you guys, right?
Exactly. We sold a home there recently, met a lot of the neighbors, doing open houses. We know which neighbors want to sell. So we have some pockets in there that we know that we're a little secret sauce.
Exactly. Nice. And I got to put a little note out there. If anybody is interested in possibly buying, and let's say they're not thinking they're going to buy for another 6 to 12 months or until this all passes, it is still a great idea to get pre-approved and get your financing in place early, even if you're 6 months out, because if everything falls within income, credit, and assets, and if you've got a 30-day notice from your landlord that they're going to sell the property and you need to get out, it's a lot easier to fix something on your credit that's an error if you have 6 months instead of 30 days. So,
Absolutely.
always good to get some answers and talk to a professional, such as myself, in advance.
The very first step in our buyer's consult is getting pre-approved for your loan, because without that, there's no sense in showing you a house that you're going to fall in love with and not you qualify for. So we have to have that pre-approval in hand, and then we can start opening doors for you. But without it, we can't. So the very, very first step is giving Ryan a call and getting pre-approved.
Nice. Well, cool. Well, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that all of our contact info is down in the description of the video. But where can people find more information about you guys? Where can you direct them?
Our website, www.truecalifornia.com, and then you'll have our phone numbers up there as well. So you can reach both of us on that website or via the phone numbers.
Awesome. And likewise for me, website and my contact number and email will be down below. You can always feel free to text me on my cell phone if anybody is just has a quick question or wants to respond to this, or leave a comment in the video down below. As always, you guys are like some of my favorite agents, and it's been an awesome pleasure working with you guys. I think it's been almost a year now since we started working together, right?
Yeah, close to it. Absolutely.
I've at least been terrorizing you guys for about a year before we
making us do these videos. Yeah. It's a pleasure.
All right, guys. Well, you have a great day, and for everybody else, stay healthy, stay safe.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Ryan.